There we go.
Hi, I'm Kathy Dodson.
And I'm Jocelyn Lindsay. Welcome to another episode of 5 Minute Indie Insights, publishing tips and tricks in mostly 5 minutes because no one writes their best scenes while scrolling YouTube.
That's for sure. And we have a fun episode today because who doesn't like presents? And it is the giving season.
Yay
So
for
we are
gifts.
going to talk about gifts that you can get for writers. And I'm going to go ahead and start and share my screen. And I'm not going to read all of these, but one of my very favorite companies is a company called Blue Q. You can find them at Blue and then Q, just the letter Q.com online. And they make socks and like tote bags and different things that are about words, like big old word nerd. I got that for my book club friends this year. The second one is my personal favorite sock. I didn't go read. I like long walks to the library. They're just a whole variety of book things. And so I think that is really fun. And then in addition to that, I couldn't find them, but fingerless gloves for winter are so great because you've got to write. You can't write with gloves on, even if you get the like special ones with the whatever. But the fingerless gloves really do help keep your hands warm and make writing better in the winter.
Yes,
What
yeah. I have lots of different fingerless gloves. Story Arts does great literary fingerless gloves.
Oh, that's really great.
Mine are Alice in Wonderland gloves. So yeah,
Perfect.
they're really fun, and you can be really wild and nobody notices how wild your gloves are when they're on your keyboard.
Yep.
Yeah. So for me, I think probably one of my best gifts that I love getting is like an experience. It's
Mm.
getting away from my desk, having a friend like take me somewhere or, go for a walk or, go to a coffee shop and talk books or one of the best experiences I had when I lived down outside of Portland is a friend and I went to Powell's and she bought her favorite book or she got her favorite book and I got my favorite book and then we swapped them and then we talked about them
Oh,
and why they were our favorites and that's been a really sweet special memory for me because that was like 15 years ago and I still remember we went through the stacks in Powell's and we looked for the books and we found the books and so it was just the experience of doing that which for me is like great because I basically live at my desk. So anybody who like wants to pick me up and take me on a field trip uh, is like it's very wonderful. So I think other writers would appreciate that as well, some
oh,
kind of experience.
I love that. Yes, get us out of our little office areas in front of our computer screens and take us out to see the real world.
Exactly.
And then I'm going to share my screen one more time because there's one other thing that we totally agree on. Some of the
Absolutely.
very best gifts you can get for writers are buy their books.
Yes.
They love it. Believe me, they love it when you buy their book. And then also review their book on Amazon or Goodreads or both, because that helps other people find their books also. And that's really important for writers. It's so hard to get the word out. But if you go on there and say, God, I love this book because the characters were great or whatever it is, then people might be more likely to buy their book and try it and become fans.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then share their book on social media. This can be so huge if you get out there and say, hey, I just read this book and I really loved it. And we have a friend, Sarah, who's also a book coach who did this when my first book came out. And oh my God, I mean, it was so great. And someone else did a book mail thing where they and their little dog went to the mailbox and my book was there. It was so exciting. Things like that. I mean, you talk about making someone's day or week, that can really do it.
Oh yeah, I think this gets overlooked a lot because it feels so simple or too simple. And I mean the reviews and the sharing on social media, it doesn't have to be a huge production. It can just be I loved this book because whatever. Or buy if you already have their book, buying it for somebody else and sharing that book. You know, it doesn't have to be a big deal. It can be really simple. And it's like the dog to the mailbox for you, Kathy. I remember how fun that was. It's like, oh, look, somebody is getting my book in the mailbox and they're excited about it. So
Yes.
we need that fuel as writers. It really means a lot to us to know that our words are out there making people happy.
Absolutely. And if you do that, tag the author.
Yes.
So that we know, so we can, do something with that. And then, another thing that I thought of was if you're in a book club, ask your author friends, to present, have their book be one of the books that you read for book club. And, I promise you they'll be willing to show up either in person or virtually to talk to your
Yeah.
book club.
Yeah, I'm doing that in January. A book club is reading my book for their for their holiday read. And so in January I'm gonna be on a virtual call with them since they're all over the country. And I can't tell you how excited I am for that.
Uh,
So
totally
yeah,
believe it.
we're easy authors, I think, are easy to please. Get us socks and fingerless gloves, take us on walks, and tell us nice things about the work we're doing.
Yeah, that pretty much takes care of it. And thanks for being here with us. We hope you guys have a wonderful holiday.
Yeah, thank you so much. And we will see you soon. Get back to writing.
That's right.
Bye.
Bye.